At the locker room, players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. P.J. Washington is out there with Flag. Then there's Max Christie. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. And for Utah, you've got Keontae George. Bailey out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2-guard spot. Greg, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard. We're seeing some makeshift starting lineups. This is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression.
Nembhard for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Here's Mikhailuk. George passes to Nurkic. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bailey passes to Mikhailuk. George in the post. Nembhard covering. Count it.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Pass to Christie. Nembhard sets the pick for Christie. It's Nembhard on the wing, defended by George. Nembhard's shot is good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's George. Pass to Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Here's Bailey. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis. And coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Utah with the ball. Following the 3-point basket by Dallas. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert the shot. He has to continue to take it.
Here's Flag. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that 7-foot wingspan of Flag helps him when he's in close.
So, Greg for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Now, here's George. The Jazz with another miss. And here is Davis. Pass to Flag. Nembhard for 3. They get the rebound. Davis can't hit from in close.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity.
George sets a screen for Markkanen. Outside, George knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 5 now.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Flag. From 13. Rebound by Nurkic. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bailey passes to Markkanen. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now Nembhard. Outside for Davis. From downtown, it's hauled in by George. Utah trailing here. High post, Nurkic. Pass to Bailey. Back to Nurkic. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Spins. Davis setting the pick for Nembhard. Over to the left wing. Flag with it to the paint. Here's Washington off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
And George kicks to Markkanen. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Davis with a screen on George. Pass the flag. Over Bailey. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Jazz have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. George against Nembhard. Left side, George. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. George has got 7 points.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Down low. Washington, that's good.
Selfless play from Flag. If your shot isn't there off the action, you have to give it up.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Washington. Davis with it. George picks him up. And that one's good. Flag.
Just a problem inside. Flag just burst through the contact.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Now, here's Nurkic. And there's another turnover by the Jazz. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Washington. Loads it up for Davis. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Bailey. George up top. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Christie. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Davis.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap.
Christie the pass to Washington. Now Flag. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball. Up until last year, the Jazz the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
I like Flag from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot it with volume from out there.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Jazz with some changes. Sensabaugh is checked in. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Poked away and stolen by Thompson. Inside, Russell. Markkanen with the block.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
George passes to Markkanen. Four on the clock. The three from George. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside, Russell. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to George. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks.
Checking in for Dallas, number 21, Daniel Gafford.
Markkanen kicks to George. Markkanen a screen on Russell. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
George against Russell. Out to Thompson and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And former Jazz All-Star Carlos Boozer. Looks like he could still give him a few good minutes.
I tell you what, he was one of the stronger players in league history. I don't doubt that he could carve out some space inside right now.
George passes to Nurkic. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Again, the Jazz score.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Markkanen is a pure shooter.
Now, here is Russell. Still scoreless. Over George, and Russell gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 4. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Out left to the wing. Here's Collier. That 3 off the mark.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Pass to Washington. Markkanen with the block. Here's Collier. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Collier missing. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Thompson. Russell looking it over. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Flag with it. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Thompson. Outside, Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Here's Russell. Rebound, Utah. And here's George for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. George has got 10 points. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1. From Delta Center, back in a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Najee Marshall, D'Angelo Russell out there with Williams, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Gafford in at the 5, home in the paint. Now, here's Marshall, following the miss by Kevin Love. Marshall sets a screen for Williams. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Love the pass to Collier. Back to Love. And it's all evened up. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, you got to crowd Love out on the perimeter, or else he'll make you pay for it.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he drives in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. And that one falls for Gafford. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do. Important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Buries the long-range jumper. Christie's got 6.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Markkanen against Davis. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Filipowski, covered by Gafford. They get it back. A nice shot by McCullough.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here is Davis. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Gafford. One-on-one fast break. And that one good.
A great transition play there from Bailey. I know coaches love seeing the rookie hustle.
Now here is Davis. He's guarded by Markkanen. Davis against Markkanen. Davis kicks to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nemhard for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 5.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Bailey. To the inside. It's stolen by Nemhard. Thompson outside. To the paint. Stolen by Markkanen. McCullough passes to Filipowski. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Here's Collier. Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Dallas leading by 4. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams. And he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Jazz. PJ Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Washington. There's the triple. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Markkanen.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
And here is Washington. To the left side wing. Davis against Markkanen. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And it's Collier missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Nembhard, the pass to Davis. Oh, Davis showing his range.
And this team wants Davis looking to score and putting pressure on the defense.
Pass to Markkanen. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Nurkic. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Washington. Here's Nembhard. He has 5. Davis surveying the floor. That doesn't go either for Davis. Jazz trail by 4. To the right side. Now Nurkic. Here's Collier. Misses the 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant, adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Flag is checked in. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 10. Pass to Nurkic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Dallas leading by 4. Pass to Flag. There's a screen by Washington. Back to Nembhard. Now, here's Washington. Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
George sets a screen. The three. Nembhard grabs the board. Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Flag with it. He's got 7. Washington. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Washington hits them both. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. 8-point game. Markkanen a screen on Nembhard. And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
Pass to Flag. Now Washington. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Hands it from downtown. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Now Flag. He's got 7. Dallas moving it around. 5 to shoot. Davis, the pass to Nembhard. Kept alive. Here's Christie. No good on the triple. Bailey with the ball. On the wing, George. Pass to Mikhailuk. From the arc. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. And here is Washington. To Nembhard. Now Christie. Now Flag. Davis setting the pick for Flag. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Flag's got 10 points in the game. George against Nembhard. George passes to Markkanen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Mavericks leading by 3. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. To the left wing. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Releases. Utah with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Markkanen a screen on Nembhard. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
And with high-level defensive intelligence, Davis times his steals perfectly.
To the left side wing. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Now here's George. Here's Mikhailuk. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 5. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and just not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Jazz trail by 5. We've got Bailey. Markkanen is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
Yeah, he was showing some muscle there. Markkanen is so tough to contain in time.
Pass the flag. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's George. Outside, Markkanen. It's stolen by Davis. Now, Nembhard. Pass to Davis. Now, Washington. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here is George. Nurkic kicks to Markkanen. Nurkic. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. And a deep 3 from George. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Dallas leading by 3. Here's flag. That one no good. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Markkanen passes to Bailey. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Mikhailuk. Another miss by Utah. Dallas has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And it's Davis missing. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Back to you.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Mikhailuk. 8 points for him. Here's Markkanen, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Markkanen's got 16.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
Back to Nembhard. Pass to Flag. He takes it in, and Flag throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. George dishes to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for Utah.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Pass the Flag. Davis setting the pick for Flag. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's George. Here's Nurkic. He's guarded by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Flag's got it. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Markkanen. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Here's Christie. Back to Nembhard. Davis setting the pick for flag. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Mavericks ball.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Well-rounded. That's the term you saw all over Flag's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
Here's Davis. Davis cleans the glass and puts it back in.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now, Bailey. 6 to shoot. Here's Mikhailuk. And here's George for 3. And it's Flag with the rebound. Davis with it. George picks him up. Davis, the pass to Nembhard. And here is Washington. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Nembhard. He has 5. And here's Washington outside. A rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to George. And here is Markkanen. He's covered by Washington. Here's Mikhailuk. Another miss by Utah.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And that one's good. Flag.
This is how ferocious a scorer Flag can be, and it's why so many are excited about this kid's future. It has been a big scoring game tonight.
Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. He gets that one.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Back to George. The Jazz working the ball around now. Nurkic a screen on Nembhard. George, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Davis, the pass to Nembhard. It's Washington, high post. Here's Christie. It's Nembhard on the wing. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Nurkic setting the pick for Bailey to stop the drought and finished off by Nurkic.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. He's checked in for the Jazz. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Pass to Flag. Gafford sets the pick for Flag. Rebound, Utah. Outside, George. Nurkic a screen on Nembhard. George finds Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Christie. Now, here's Washington. Now, Flag. He's got 14. Now, Nembhard. 4 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. Nembhard against George. Pass to Filipowski. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Now, Filipowski. Here's George. Nembhard grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Out to the wing. Here's Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Jazz trail by 3. George passes to Bailey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height. But at the combine, he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. And he knocks down the first one. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Sheboy's checked in, and it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Now, here is Russell. Out left to the wing. Thompson for 3. The shot's good. Marshall making the play. Thompson's got 6.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Collier. Still without a basket. Pass to George. Here he goes. And the rejection by Gafford. From 11 feet away, Marshall can't hit. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. That shot off. Some solid defense from Gafford. Pass to Russell. Now here's Gafford. Defended by Filipowski. And here is Gafford. Right side Russell for the 3. Back to Thompson. Gafford sets the pick for Russell. Flag. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Collier. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Sheboy. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Bailey over Flag. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
Such a big body to try and contain. Bailey usually gets the benefit.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
That one is off.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
Dallas making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Leading by 5. On the wing, Davis shoots over Markkanen. And it's Davis missing. And for the Jazz, they're shooting about 42% so far. Markkanen a screen on Russell. Into the lane. It's stolen by Davis. Outside, Russell. The rebound by Collier. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Fires from way outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead, leading by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Daniel Gafford. Thompson is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Here's Collier following the basket by Anthony Davis. Markkanen against Davis. Good work there as it goes. Markkanen's got 24 points.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Thompson misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Davis. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And here's Russell after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Now, here is Russell. And Thompson kicks to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Launches a 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Jazz trail by 6. To the paint. Gafford with the steal. Outside, Russell. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gafford trying to break free. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Screen on Russell. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Marshall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Najee Marshall. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Utah making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall hits them both. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Markkanen a screen on Russell. Here's Collier. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 10. Davis the pass to Russell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Fires for three. Dallas again missing. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dallas making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Filipowski. Markkanen from outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Puts it up for Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Washington's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Markkanen. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Nembhard with it. Right wing. And a wide open look for Flag. And they get it back. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Shoots over Markkanen. And it's Utah with the rebound. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Here's McKyler. Now Bailey. Now George. Shoots over Nembhard. And George gets it to go.
Oh, gosh, that's an impressive spin move there. Didn't think he had a handle like that.
Pass to Washington. Davis with a screen on Markkanen. Here's Washington. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
And George kicks to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Christie with the rebound. Dallas leading by 12. To the middle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
At the line for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis. One shot.
One shot.
Throw good, Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nurkic setting the pick for George. Outside, Markkanen. And it's Bailey in the corner. Markkanen against Washington. Fader on the way. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Nembhard. Nembhard, a screen on Markkanen. Flag. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Down by 15. Lets it go from 11. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Christie the best, and Nembhard. Now Davis. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Flag. Davis has got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
I see him.
Now Flag. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. No good, unable to end this run.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Back to Davis. And the shot goes in. Davis has got 27.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, I love putting Markkanen into the pick and roll action. He can do anything as the screener.
To the wing on the left, stolen by Markkanen. Bailey. Christie there for the rebound. Mavericks leading by 17. Here's Flag. Now Davis. Beyond the arc. That one misses. Outside George. Now Nurkic. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. Nurkic. Oh, sticks the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points. Staying active even after the shot goes up.
Now Washington.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Christie with the screen on Markkanen. Now Flag. The long shot, no good.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. George up top. Now Nurkic. Davis pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Nurkic. Now Bailey. Tries the spin move. Shoots the three. The three goes down. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Nembhard with it. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with AD, and tonight you guys seemed locked in. What was the key?
Well, we came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Okay, great defense so often leads to great offense, and it worked tonight. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.